went to class at 6 or 7 and it changed everything. I knew immediately where I belonged. I remember when I was a little boy seeing this guy, Ronnie Todorowsky. He was the only other boy dancer I knew at the time. He was a true artist. And then at 15, when I went to this certain studio, we went to Star Power, and he was there. His teacher talked to my aunt and my mom, you need to bring him here. So I got to train with Ronnie. It was a Wednesday, April 5th, 1995. That day was when I felt like I knew what I would do for the rest of my life. I remember walking into the space. I remember Ronnie being there, and like I had never been in a room with other guys dancing. And to have somebody who was so exceptional to look up to, it really shaped who I am now and who I could be when I was 15 years old. What I really wanted to do at 18 years old was be in Cirque du Soleil. So I was like, well, great, how do I do that? I moved to Vegas, that's where it is. That was the epicenter of all those shows. So I moved to Vegas. I was auditioning for things, and I auditioned for Cirque du Soleil like 4 or 5 times, and I auditioned for this show called EFX, which was at MGM. And Tommy Tune was gonna be the star. And so he was in the back of the house when I was auditioning, and he was like, okay, hire that guy, he's gonna be my body double. We will create a part for him. And I was like, really? De La Guarda, when I saw the show, I'm getting chills thinking about it. I've never seen anything like it. It was like the 15th audition. They were like, sorry, it's no. And then they called 2 days later, and they're like, actually, can you come back in for one more audition? And they like put me in the harness, put me on the wall, run. And they made me run for what seemed like an eternity until I lost my mind and started swearing and crying because it hurt so bad. And they were like, finally, you're not perfect. How does it feel? Like, that's the person. We like that Andy that is so vulnerable and so raw. De La Guarda changed my life. And then my Broadway career, like I auditioned for Broadway, and my first like major Broadway audition, Joey Dowling and I were in a room together. It was called Dance of the Vampires. And so then Wicked happened. I left that show to do another show called La Cage aux Folles, and then I left La Cage to do Tarzan. During Tarzan, I was in Joe Terry's jazz class at Steps, and I did a skip and I broke my foot. I broke the 5th metatarsal, ripped the ligaments out of my ankle, and I thought I was gonna go do the show that night. No, I was out for the rest of the run, and during that time, I realized I didn't need to be in a show to be a dancer. I started subbing at NYCDA, and then it became, oh my gosh, I love this. And so there were a few other little jobs that happened, but naturally I just gravitated toward this giving back, this incredible, this obvious, this family is everything.